Round one. We won the die roll. We'll go first. Yeah, we got all our colors. This is definitely a keep. This is actually probably one of the better hands I think our deck can do, since now we can even guarantee get the second green mana off the top, and that lets us go Scions into front for full value into Warcaller. So I think if I see a green mana, I might just take it. Yeah, I think we're going to take it, to be honest. It just guarantees our Warcaller. So yeah, we'll take the second forest. I mean, granted, there's a chance that we just draw another forest by the time we get to turn 5, but if we can map out our first 5 turns that well, I'm down. So I actually want to play the forest because our opponent knows about it. I don't think it's going to hurt us. So I just have to guarantee that my next 2 land draws, next 2 land plays are a swamp and a plain, so I can get full value off Unified Front. But I'm only playing the second forest because my opponent knows that I drew it. All right. White, red. All right. Well, it's not a forest, so I don't feel as bad about it. I mean, I could hold off on the Unified Front. That would let me next turn play Warcaller into Unified Front, and then all of my guys would get +6/+6. Which is actually insane. So I guess if I get something other, if I get like a, no, I didn't get the other creature. What's the difference in damage? Let's say I swing for 2 here, play a Warcaller. I don't have to play the Warcaller now either, but playing the Warcaller now sets me up for a better Unified Front next turn. It's okay. So Unified Front's going to give, let's say I play Warcaller this turn. I attack for 3. My opponent goes to 17. Next turn I play Unified Front. I attack for 8 plus 7. I attack for 15, which is lethal. The chances that my opponent don't have a removal spell is pretty unlikely, though. So I think it's better to just play the front. If I play the front into the Warcaller, next turn I swing for 3, 6, 9, 12. I attack for 15 anyway. It's the same thing, except I don't have to reveal the Warcaller. So we're just going to play the Unified Front. I don't want to get miasma'd. I just got the black land revealed though, so you can't predict it. Sludge Crawler we can absolutely beat. Grove Tinder Druid. Well, that's pretty nice, but that's going to be better after to Drew Warcaller, so let's just attack for a bajillion here. Concession. All right. We'll take a concession there. He wasn't actually dead. He would just have to... He didn't even have to chump. He would just take 15, which is an absurd amount of damage, but we'll take the concession. Okay, so red-white is all we know. Probably not enough information to actually make a sideboarding decision here. So I think we're just going to leave it alone and go to game 2. I mean, he didn't play anything early, which makes transgress something to consider. But I think we're fine like this. Yeah, no black mana, but spells that we can potentially play if we get a black mana really well and easily, I think we'll keep it. This hand could pose an issue to us, but I don't think it's worth mulliganing. Ooh, our opponent wanted to draw. I'm trying to think if, had I known that, would I have made a different decision? Because I wasn't even paying attention to it. I don't know, actually. Maybe. Probably not. I still think this hand's fine. Like, if you get a Beastmaster out and you play the Unified Front, it's pretty insane. All right. Stonehaven Medic, sure. Oh, there's a Workaller. So maybe we'll play Druid into Workaller into Unified Front, or vice versa. We'll see. I guess holding off on the Unified Front until I get the max Converge is kind of what I'm hoping for at the moment. The quantity of ally cards I have in hand is pretty insane at the moment. All right. Another Grove Tender Druid, sure. If only I had more mana. All right. Hopefully get a land here. Didn't get the land, unfortunately. So I guess we'll just do the Druid and pass again. If we draw a Swamp now, we're pretty insane shape. Ooh, Angelic Captain, that's scary. At least he doesn't have any other allies, but it's still a beastly little threat. Swamp, please. Thank you. All right, so now we get to go. Yeah, this is pretty sick. We get to go Unified Front into Blister Pod. The next turn we get to go Warcaller into potentially Beastmaster if we draw a land in that time. We're on a 4-turn clock currently. We can even swing with... If I swing with Grove Tender Druid, it brings him to 17. I'm putting out a bunch... Yeah, this is actually fine. My opponent can double block, though, now that I think about it, which I don't want. So I guess I don't attack. So I guess we just go Unified Front plus Blister Pod, pass. And yes, I mean, I could just get the value off the Druid, I guess. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, it's not like Blister Pod does that much more for me, so, all right. So next turn, Warcaller, turn after that Beastmaster, perhaps? All right. Yeah, we got to go Warcaller here. Actually, I guess I can Reproach. That lets me Blister Pod plus Reproach. Keeps me a little bit safer. I mean, if I work... I could definitely down the backswing if I Warcaller here. I think we just Blister Pod Reproach. Still not willing to give up my Grove Tender Druid. And the beauty of this play is if I draw a land, then I get to go Warcaller plus make a plant token, which is pretty nice. So my opponent will gain a life here, but that's okay. If we can answer that Captain, which we can, I think we're We're back in this. No blocks. Approach the angel. Take 3. No plays. Ooh, Brood Monitor is pretty spicy. So if I play Workcaller, what happens? I get to attack for 5 plus 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, which is not lethal. My opponent could take 20 and crack back for lethal. So what's a better play? I guess we definitely have to do Workcaller. So we do Workcaller. We just don't swing with everything. I think we're actually leaving the Druid back. So let's swing with... Well, alright. I guess we'll just swing with these 3. My opponent goes land, swing with everything. I can't kill on backswing unless I draw a Beastmaster. Maybe I do have to swing with 4 things. My opponent swings with everything, and assuming they have a landfall, I can block Blister Pod on this, take 3, 5, 7, go to 1. All right. We're going to swing with these 4. Leave back the Blister Pod and the Workcaller. I think this is correct. This lets us get in a lot of damage. So it certainly sets us up for lethal with Beastmaster. And I could potentially chump block now with Blister Pod, which maybe I should have done last turn to guarantee the... well, I can just do it now, I guess. Actually, now I don't know if I can. Oh, didn't pay it. Well, that's possibly even scarier. Oh, okay. You'd rather have a Bane? Well, I accept. So if we can rip a land here, we're in good shape. I don't think my opponent wants to attack. I hope they do. I want to get that Blister Pod online. All right. Well, Bone Splinters is definitely an answer. So I guess we do... Yeah, I guess we... take care of that threat. And we chill out another turn. And I can play Beastmaster next turn off Scion, or I can play Beastmaster if I draw a land, either of which is pretty likely lethal. Opponent has no cards left in hand also. Alright, still beatable, definitely. Okay, so I can play Beastmaster. He has Colostria and Night Watch, but all my guys get +3/+3. He's also in top deck mode. Beastmaster's going to be able to block Night Watch. No, he can't, because he can fly over top. Otherwise, I can go Brood Monitor into Beastmaster, which is like the guarantee. So my opponent's got 4 blocks. With +3/+3, he can't let 3. He has to. He can only let. Okay, he can only let 2 guys by. He gets a free block, which means he has to block 3 of our guys, which means Nightwatch gets to eat something. He can gain a life too, but yeah, if 3 guys connect, he's dead. Which means free block on Warcaller. Actually, it wouldn't block like that. You'd block one of these. Then you'd block Warcaller, dude, and take 8. Lose everything but the Nightwatch. I think we gotta do that. That's too good to. That's just too good to pass up. So yeah, we swing with everything. And this forces to block pretty much everything. Definitely block. It has to block everything. So block, take 8. Yeah. This is definitely the right attack. He loses everything except the Nightwatch. I'm left with a board full of goodies. And a Beastmaster next turn, which is just absurd. Shouldn't block like that. Should block the Warcaller because Warcaller's dealing more damage. Okay, so opponent's not dead, but they're very close to dead. And we're left with a board full of goodies, like I said, and opponent's in a pretty rough spot. Yeah, it's not good enough either. Just for pure flashiness, we're going to play the second Beastmaster. It's pretty ridiculous. All right. Sweet. Got the match. Beat kind of a weird little... I forgot what the... Mardu deck. Angelic Captain. Bane of Balaged. Interesting. Defiant Bloodlord. Guess Bloodlord with Stonehaven's kind of cool. Get to drain every turn. It's not bad. All right, well, worked out well for us. We'll see you round 2.